Whoop whoop, fun never ends. I made a sandwich for lunch with beef steak, tomatoes, and I decided I'm gonna save the seeds. So I started doing these tomato seed patches because tomato seeds are really sticky and a pain in the ass to separate from like the bulk of the fruit. And if I leave it out to dry in the house, I'm just gonna get a ton of ants. So this was an experiment I tried when I started my garden this season, and it worked really well, so I'm trying it now. But what I'm gonna do is once these dry out, I'm gonna cut them into even smaller pieces when I plant them. Like this one, the seeds are pretty well spread out, so I can divide them, but I got too many tomato plants in like each pot after they sprouted, and now I've got kind of a crowding issue that I'm gonna have to figure out, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I won't be able to start these until the other ones are big enough to put in the hanging pots I have planned. So I'm just gonna keep these in the fridge. Put them on a plate first. Okie dokie. Alright, so it rained yesterday. All this is fine. But I haven't seen what the greenhouse looks like with the new soaker hoses. Oh my god, it flooded in here. Well, this needs to be maybe a little closer. That one's fine. That one's fine. This one's fine. I guess, yeah, that's fine. Alright, the milkweed doesn't look too good, but I don't like that paper holder thing. The cilantro I've got to put in a pot. Herbs look a little dry, but they're alright. Tomatoes and basil look nice. All my peppers have come in. Big bush of tomatoes, big bush of peppers. What else is there? More tomatoes. My green beans and onions. Put this towel up here to shade these things from the sun, because the sun is going to get intense in the summer. Everything looks pretty good. Arugula's coming in pretty nice. Happy about it. Ooh, flower tower. Sassing it up. Alright, when the yard shade is looking nice, it's going to help the grass. So most mornings I spend sitting under my sea grape tree, just throwing the ball to my dog or watching TikTok or whatever. And I kept hearing this tapping, and I noticed it was this woodpecker. I don't know if he's eating bugs off of this bark or what he's doing, but he likes to spend his mornings in this tree just fucking around. This is my new little buddy in the morning. It's alright. Let's go. Oh, this is a little tour. I'm trying to get things organized before I go out of town for a few days. Mango tree's losing some leaves. Maybe it's overwatered. So I'm leaving it out of the greenhouse while I'm gone. I've got cilantro. I've got to resand this pot today, but it looks like it's pretty happy. Got that random tree doing good. The Aki tree's doing better. Its leaves are perky. I'm kind of letting it do its thing. It's that iris that I have. This tree looks great. need to do some pest control on my lemon tree. These are sad. Let's see, I got this sea grape situation I'm braiding. The trunks. I've also got a palm tree here. Some ground cover. That's a nice little bouquet. Probably keep it in a pot for a while. Rogue tomato. Love them. I've isolated this milkweed to keep it from the butterflies for now. Oh, let's see. I'm moving these back here. They're getting sunburned. Alright. And then this here, I'm going to hang this eventually because these like really dry dirt. They don't like hardly any water. Almost like an air plant. But I put these marigolds in here. These seeds, just sprinkled them on the top, you can see, and they're already sprouting, so that's pretty cool. I should probably put some in here. Before I leave, I'm leaving, we're going to be gone for like 4 or 5 days. So I definitely had to put some of the smaller peppers into larger pots so they could grow because, I mean, if you can see the difference in the size pot here and these tomatoes versus these tomatoes. I just took some dollar store plastic cups, poked holes in them. I'm hoping that if I put these, all these tomatoes and the peppers into larger cups, hopefully they'll get a little bit bigger by the time we get back. What is this? I don't even know what this is. It just started growing. What? Oh my gosh, I think it's a tree. Uh-oh, I think Ryan's gonna be really mad. I think this is a royal poinsettia tree. He hates those trees. I'm gonna secretly grow it. And the arugula looks really great. This is all arugula. This is spinach. Some of this is milkweed. Like that's milkweed, milkweed. That's a milkweed plant. So I'm gonna have to dig those out today with a spoon. Red chilies, red chilies, red chilies, red chilies. You guys like red chilies? Giant cactus. Look at that. Look gross. Gross. Mosquito babies all in there. That is disgusting. Dump this out. Bye-bye. Flower tower looks amazing. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can tell because there's so much green. But it's growing pretty well. Very happy about that. Very happy. This is okay. Garbage. Got a marigold flower though. Maybe we'll have nice big bushy flowers.
When I start making love, I don't just make love, I be stroking. That's what I be doing. I be stroking. I stroke it to the east, and I stroke it to the west, and I stroke it to the woman that I love the best. I be stroking. Let me ask you something. What time of the day do you like to make love? Have you ever made love just before breakfast?
Good morning, lazy gardeners. Here's another video about some repotting. This is a video about me repotting my tomatoes. So what I did was I just got some generic dollar store plastic cups, poked holes in the bottom for drainage, filled them up with some potting soil, and I'm just peeling off the little homemade toilet paper roll seed starter things that I made. And that's one of the reasons I really like those, is it keeps the soil loose when the plants are young. I've used those little spongy things before, and I found that like that soil tends to get really hard and that netting doesn't break as I would like it to. So I like the toilet paper holder things because they stay nice and loose and I can peel them off easily without disturbing too much of the root system. And then also maybe the plant's grown around it, you can just stick it in the ground, it'll disintegrate. Moved the basil into their own little pot thingy, own little plant container. Moving on to the Camparis. I think I did the cherry tomatoes first. Let me see. Oh yeah, in the container? Okay, yeah. So these are the Camparis that I'm repotting now. And then I just covered them with that fluffy seed starter soil. After I got them in the pots, I just kind of placed them on top of the soil and then added more loose stuff around. And then I'm just moving them into the greenhouse and did a little rearranging so that they were properly watered while I was gone. And that's about it. Come back soon for more gardening updates. Good morning, fellow lazy gardeners. This video I am repotting some pepper plants, and to be honest I forgot which group is which by now. So I either have 6 jalapeno plants or 6 scotch bonnets, and there's 5 of the other. I guess they will be kind of commingling. I've done this before. I've planted them next to each other and it's been fine, but you know, we might get some cross breeds here, who knows. I plan on keeping each of these groupings of, or little clusters of peppers in their own pots as they get bigger. I don't think I'm going to do anything in ground this season. I've had a lot of issues with pests. Yeah, I don't like to use pesticides or anything because it kills off the bees and the butterflies and other pollinators that I like to keep around. So I just do my best to stay out of their way and I'm trying to keep everything in a greenhouse this year and do some hanging plants. I think maybe I could do some peppers outside of the greenhouse, but maybe in like a hanging type of way. But here we go with either the scotch bonnets or jalapenos. They look so similar when they're saplings. It's not saplings. I don't know, baby pepper plants. I think those are the scotch bonnets. I think I only had 5 scotch bonnet plants.